I want to follow up on the venerable gentleman's comment about social issues. For the women in the room and the wives and the daughters of the men in the room, I'd like for you to explain what you intend to do to further the historical pressure on women's health in the state of Virginia, and how you might view the Republican support for additional agendas.
Well, my focus in this race is and has been on the economic side, on job creation. I mean, I'm a defender of life and families, and that's been my position for some time, but that's not what I've rolled forward. If you look back at my races, if you look back at my Senate races, look back at my Attorney General race, and there were races where some of these were issues. And I addressed them, told people what I was going to do, and went ahead and did it or didn't do it as advertised. And what I'm telling you now, and I have a track record on that. My opponent has no track record. He's never been elected anywhere, has never done policy anywhere in any level of government. I have a track record. My track record is one of defending life and families, but it's not like I overdo this. For instance, the healthcare regulations. We need some level of protection for health and safety in our clinics. Whatever that might be is fine. We can debate that. I'm the one who's proposed compromises over the year. You look back at my bills in the Senate, and I proposed alternatives that were not as strict as what you see coming now. They were rejected. They were rejected. When the bill last year came up, the sonogram bill, I didn't support mandating the sonogram. I did not support that. I do support, if you've got a sonogram, offering it to the mother, because if you've got information, it should be shared. And that's certainly a position I supported. Told the Washington Post that at the time. And so there's a focus of this campaign, and it's on job creation. I expect to see us, standing where we are in Virginia on a lot of these other issues. I don't expect to see movement because I'm not bringing anything on the agenda there. But I'm going to keep turning and focusing on job creation because I think it's what the overwhelming proportion of Virginians care about. People would ask me as a Republican, in 2007 when I got elected, it was my second re-election, and I won in a recount. It's always interesting to finish a race in a courtroom. After that race, I was the last Republican left in the state Senate in Northern Virginia. Dave Marston, who's here? He's got my seat now, wherever he is. Hey, Dave. In the 37th Senate District, Dave Marston. But when I won in 2007, I was the last Republican who won. And people asked me, how did you win? And the answer was, I won by working on the things that my constituents cared about. I mean, I got the same attacks in those Senate races that I'm getting with nothing else in this race. I mean, this is the only attack my opponent has because he's got no positive affirmative economic agenda. He says the word jobs, and that's great. But he doesn't have a detailed proposal about how he's going to help you all in the private sector grow those jobs, and I do.
We can have one last question. It should come, I'm sorry, Shai, but it should come from a member of MVTC. And to be fair and equal to Terry, very short question and short answer. Tim, you're good at that.